Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with a topic session with my good friend Nicole Ruiz, a great lady. Has been blessed and fortunate to do some really neat things in her life and her career. And today we're just doing a topic session and paying it forward, the importance of mentorship. We were talking about, just some, important people in our lives. And we're in a situation where she was able to help a young lady. And so we talked about the importance of having those type of people in your life. And, we came up with that topic. So first off, thanks again for hanging out with me and doing a topic session. I look forward to chopping it up with you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you
Yeah.
for having me on. It's always fun. We
Yeah.
always vibe out.
That's it. So what's on your heart with the importance of mentorship today?
Absolutely. Well, first off, thank you. And we should, without naming some names, so I have a young girl that looks up to me a little bit as a mentor, and she wanted to start a podcast. And so I have to just say thank you, because Chip, you just hopped on the phone with her and gave her some great advice that I know she will cherish and use. And there is something powerful about what we just did. And I think back to when I was younger and the people that really came alongside of me in my career. I got into automotive and I really didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Nothing. And I did have, there's two individuals that I could think of that really took me alongside and showed me the ropes and took the extra time to explain, what's going on in the dealership world, what's their pain points, and open my eyes to that. And I'll never forget it. And I always tell them, I'm like, you're my mentor. You helped me so much. And they didn't really even know that they were doing it.
It's good when people can do things out the kindness of their heart. Like, not, I don't know. Yes, they're intentional about it, but really just being kind because that's what they do, and it comes across pure and genuine. And it's just, within their normal stride of things that they do on a day-to-day basis. Okay, here, I'm going to help you out. Here, I'm going to show you how to do this. Hey, here, I need to make sure I teach you how to do this because you're going to be doing this one day, and so it gives you that, boost of encouragement, first of all, because you have people that believe in you and people that are taking the time to invest in you.
Absolutely. Yes. It pushes your growth standard too. And I think that's a huge benefit for that person, but also the mentor themselves, maybe without knowing when you're giving, like you're saying, you're giving without getting, right? You're just giving to give. Yep. And there's a blessing that comes back from that. And I think that's something sometimes we get, at least I do, I know I get in my world and I'm so busy, this, that, those stories. I tell myself, oh, I don't have time to do the connections or maybe invest in my friendships or mentorship. But if you really pause, that's what brings balance. And it's so important that we keep that balance in our lives. And there are little blessings for oneself when they give for nothing. You give with zero intention behind it. You just give to help and support that person. Yeah. So I think it's something to look at. One other thing, when you have, so we talked about being a mentee, there are people in my life that are my mentors and they don't know about. And
right, I have some of those. Yep.
Yes. And I think it's really important to keep that drive and my obsession right now is Sarah Blakely. She's the creator of Spanx. And something interesting about her company, it's $1 billion company, and she's self-funded. So she never, She never got investors. I'm getting my dogs in the background.
Yeah, they like it too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, I agree. Yeah, so I think that's really a really cool concept is, wait a second, here's a woman business owner, which is what eventually I want to be, a full-on entrepreneur who built $1 billion company by herself.
Yeah.
So I know, okay, if she could do it, I can do it.
Too. Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
And I think too, just hearing, like you said, those people that don't even know it, just hearing, the people about their stories. We talked about some people, off, air, Tony Robbins and John Maxwell. And, for me, it'd be, Eric Thomas and Inky Johnson and, John Gordon. And I've been fortunate enough to interview him and do those kind of things and be certified trainer under the John Gordon Power of Positive Leadership. And so it's always a blessing when you can, have those quality relationships to meet those people. But even so, just from afar, they put out so much goodness, that even by reading a book or watching a YouTube video, it really just helps you in life.
Yes. And that would be a suggestion I would say is, right now, if you don't have someone maybe that you're looking up towards, or you're just, you're getting knowledge from, and maybe it's not a physical person. I would say in my life physically right now, Carmen, I have an awesome CTO and CEO that I've never experienced before. They're like, hey, Nicole, this is your baby. You do what you want. There's a level of trust. And I look at that leadership skill that my two leaders are showing me with the trust and the belief in me. They believe in me, and that goes a really long way. And so I encourage people, let's say you're not in that type of work situation, but you want that mentorship. Look to people that have something that you desire, right? Hey, this person's always Tony Robbins. He is always happy. He is powerful. Tony Robbins is on my list too as a mentor. He doesn't know he's a mentor, but he's my mentor. One of them on there. Right? So having those people, if it's not there physically, find it, go through YouTube. There's so much resources out there.
Yeah. That's good. Well, some points that I had on mentorship and paying it forward. I think for me, first, when we realize in our life that it ain't about you, I think the sooner we can understand. I know this, that it's not about you, but I want you to understand, hey, it ain't about you, And so I think the sooner that we can learn that in our life, the quicker we can prioritize to first, be on a great trajectory in our life. But then secondly, use the things that we've learned and experiences to help others. And that's what's most important, because that's what makes our world a better place. So I think that's the first point. We have to understand that it's not about us. It's about what we can do to help others. And then I think the second thing, we kind of hit on this a little bit already, really for me, giving is gaining, right? And what I mean by that is when you're able to give advice, your experiences, help with the network of people, connecting people, when you are able to give, you gain so much from that, even like you're not giving to get anything from it, because that's the right thing to do with a pure heart and genuine, from a genuine space. But the amazing thing is you gain so much back. The big man sees fit to take care of you because you're doing it with a pure heart. And so I've seen so many times opportunities just come out the blue because of giving from in the past, how now in the present things are coming together, right? Yeah. And it's always great to do that. And then the third point I wanted to hit is just for me, I think input equals output. I'm a simple guy. I'm a formula guy. and really, what you give to something is what you're going to get out of it.
Wow.
So you can't expect to not give and help and serve. I don't think we can expect for great things to happen for us if we don't do those other things, right?
Yes, I love that part. And there's something that came to my mind. It's focus out, right?
Yeah.
When in the very first point you said it's not about you, and I think that was one of my life lessons that I had learned. It really isn't about. It's not about me. It's about playing team. And when you do have a bad day and you're in yourself, what happens is, or if I'm in myself, the only way to shift that negative feeling where you're just, I can't do anything or I'm overwhelmed, is focus out. Focus out on other people. How can I help? Call your mom. Hey mom, what's going on? What's new in your life? Don't talk about yourself as an ounce, right? And give of your, right now we can't necessarily do a lot of physical give. How can we give of our time? How can you give of your energy, your support to the people you love? And really focusing out, like you're saying, that's the benefit is you're out of you're not focused on your problems, your issues, but you're just there for someone else. Yes.
Yeah.
And then you fill up in a weird, crazy way, you fill up your own tank. Right?
Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, I just want to add to that too, because I think it's so good. I wanted to hit you with the sound effects like, ooh.
I love it.
But I didn't, I figured I'd wait. I was trying to be, let you finish. But I really wanted to hit you with the ooh.
Ooh.
But
focus out.
Yeah, focus out. No, but really, I think, when you do that, it allows you to, like you kind of said, work through what you're growing through.
Yes.
And you don't even know it, so the worries of what you have, it may be tough for me, but when I can focus my energies on someone else, my problems, they inorganically just work out because of what I'm doing to help others.
Yes, exactly. And we both hit on that last part that is so important, is paying it forward. Yeah. And so now at this point in my life, I really do love having little mentees, but I really gravitate towards young college or post-college women, because I want them to know that they can do it. You can buy your own house. You could create your own business. The world is your oyster. And I think that is so important, to pay it back and to find a couple of young individuals that you connect with. It doesn't have to be young. They could be old, whatever. Just anyone that you could connect with, that you could pour a little bit of yourself into, or, they know if they, do you know what it is? It's, you're on call for them. Okay. You are on call. Period. Whenever they need anything, they know they can call you.
Yeah. And it's always great to have somebody on your side, in your corner.
Yes, exactly. We're fighting for them constantly, right? To live their best lives. And I really strongly believe in mentorship.
Yeah. I think too, there's I kind of look at it as a 3-tier thing. I think, personally, in order to have continuous growth, I think it has to be 3-tier. I think, it has to be us. There has to be someone that we're looking up to, or people or a vision of where we're wanting to go, to see that. But then also, as we achieve those things, we are giving back as well to mentees. Yeah, right. And so I think it's important to be aware of that. Like, you have to have the awareness, and really we've kind of talked about it a little bit on this session, as far as, how we started talking about, okay, these are the people that I look forward to that don't even know that they're our mentors, right? And then these, and then as far as helping other people. So I really think it's just a kind of a 3-tier thing. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree completely. When I'm looking at my water bottle, it's kind of like this, right? Like if I were to pour this, I'm right on top of me. Okay, what's happening is I'm getting fed, or I'm getting that water, that nourishment, and then be able to push it out. Right. So it's just that water flow. You turn on that faucet yourself, you get your flow, and then you push it and you keep flowing then down other people. Absolutely. I think it's so important, especially people who are coaches or leaders, let's say in your business world. It's filling up your tank too. And then, okay, now when you have your mentorship, or you're feeling, even if you're not feeling it, but you're looking up, right, and you're feeling filled, or you have some sort of support system. That's really what it is support. Then you're able to support others better, and it really is a tiered. Absolutely. I think it has to be tiered. And I would say for anyone, just on our last topic, if you're not feeling, because this time is just so weird, you're
right.
A lot of times, my mom and I were having a deep convo yesterday, and my mom is fun. Like, you think my mom is like 20 times. She's literally life of the party, like walks in. I mean, she has a margarita maker. Like, that's how fun, like she throws a Cinco de Mayo party every year. So this has been really hard for her. She doesn't have her fun. And I think at this point is looking inside and being like, okay, you know what? I am missing some things that fill up my tank right now. Being out, talking to that barista, and being able to pour into that barista, right, helps fill up that tank. Fill up that tank. Or hanging out with your friends, or that shopping with your girlfriends. There's some camaraderie there. I know you're not going to do that. Maybe my boyfriend was like playing softball. He loves to play softball, and he doesn't have that guy time. So we all don't have these things physically that we're used to filling up our tank. But okay, what can we do instead? What can we do? We can watch that YouTube video, or we can have conversations like this.
Yeah.
And then get filled up just a little bit, and then focus out, pour into the people that are closest to you, that look up to you. You have so many great followers. The fact you hopped on the call with my little mentee just meant so much to me. And, I hope that everyone can create this 3-tier scenario that we're talking about, and get filled up, especially right now. Do it. It's like, do it now.
That's it. Well, one other thing before we get off, one question I have for you, and just hearing you talk about, your passion for helping, your passion for getting involved and doing those things. What's one thing that you would say that you're super passionate about, that you enjoy helping mentees with? What's one thing?
Mentees. Okay. I was like, I have one thing I'm super passionate. So I'll say to you, so honestly, my purpose, my passion, what I live for is empowering women that have been trafficked, and working in that so I work with a company called AIM, Agape International Mission. Look them up. They're incredible. They're in Cambodia. I've had the opportunity to go over there a few times, and they have a whole restoration process. The part that I'm really, really passionate about is in Cambodia, they're not, a woman doesn't usually have their own apartment, right? Have their own career. You get married super young, and you usually live with the parents. Well, what happens after these girls have been trafficked is they actually get to be rehabilitated into society, and they have jobs, and they're supported with making an income, paying their bills. And so that's the part I really focus on and working with. And that is absolutely my heart, my soul. And I have amazing friends over there that actually live and work and serve in this capacity. And so that is one of my biggest joys. But taking that same concept, it really is to just empower women to know, I'm Mexican Italian. So I grew up, I always say I was raised a wife. Okay. I was raised, the man is the king. You serve them, you cook, you clean, all the stuff that I like. I'll cook, but I won't clean. Okay. All these things. So, but I want women to know, guess what? You could do it on your own and be the wife. But guess what? You get to have your own money. You get to buy your own house. You get those things. And I think that that is really what I am passionate about, is helping women become leaders. Yeah. And sometimes, and it could be a made up story. My story was I couldn't be a leader because I was a girl or because of my background. No one would listen to me. You know, these stories that I've learned to overcome in my life. And no, we get to be leaders. We get to have whatever your dream is, you get to fulfill. And it's okay. Your dream is in your heart for a reason. God put that in there, and no one else has that dream. You know, that is your dream, right? And so that is something that, yes, I'm absolutely passionate about, is just empowering. It's such a trigger word right now, I know, but I just want women to know, guess what? You could do whatever on your own 2 feet. You don't need to marry a rich boy to get your house. No. Go buy it yourself.
Love it. Love it. That's good stuff. And it's so true. Just the whole empowerment thing is great. And then when you can help others empower, you can empower others and see their growth, is really fulfilling in your life.
Yes.
Yeah. I think for me, one thing that I'm passionate about is just helping people navigate life. Oh. You know, like there's lots of things that, you know, just the whole life cycle of growing and learning and, you know, promoting and grinding up the ladder and, you know, going from a place of, you know, it's all about me to, okay, it's not really about me because there's a family now. And then, you know, shifting all of those things, your perspectives and your priorities, how it changes, you know, along that path. And I really enjoy mentoring people on the processes of life and giving them systems that will help them move efficiently and effectively.
Yes. And as a man, as a male role model, you know, that masculine energy, that leading energy is so important. You know, I really admire that. And I think a lot of children grow up, you know, without a father figure. And so to have a positive influence that people can look to is so important. It really is. And they go through life and there's things that happen, and they need that, you know, Chip, they need your advice, or they need, hey, how do I handle this? How do we kind of, like you said, navigate? Yeah. It's just like, so that is amazing.
And it's cool too. Like I said, you know, it's very fulfilling. You know, like you said, coming from it, I was raised single parent. You know, my father was in my life, but not in the house. So, I mean, it's always great to be able to have, like you said, the male figure. And that's why, as a teacher and coach, you know, I've always tried to live intentional, being intentional about my actions, being intentional about the way I carry myself, being intentional about the way I communicate and respond to things. You know, so I think it's super important because, you know, more is caught than taught, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, I think actions speak louder than words, you know, all of those sayings, you know, but it's about, you know, just trying to be the best version of yourself and trying to do some good in this world, right?
Yes. And you could be that one person that is in that child's life, you know, that they don't have anyone to look up to, and you're that one person that speaks to them positively. Maybe a kid goes, oh, that was dumb, you know, and I hate when we use that word, because it's no, maybe you made an action that wasn't straight, but no, you are not dumb, and you speak that positivity. You are smart, you are brilliant, you know, you are gifted. And if you're that one person, you are changing their lives in that moment, especially as a teacher, as a leader figure. So I really appreciate that.
And it's hard too. I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, we all have our struggles. You know, none of us are perfect. We all are broken. You know, just doing the best that we can. we're all just doing the best that we can with what we have. You know, and so I think, you know, we have to realize that. I think we really have to realize that the little that we have to give today can make a big difference tomorrow.
Amen.
And it's important to just give what you can give today, because it's worth it. It'll make such a great positive difference in our world, and help with the positive ripple effect.
I love it. I love it. Perfect.
Yeah. Well,
give today.
Yeah. Give what you can give today.
Mic dropping that.
Boom.
Boom. We out on that note. I mean, that was just give what you can give today. I love that.
Yeah. Just give what you can give today, and just know that, man, it'll make a big difference tomorrow. So again, I want to just say thank you so much for taking the time to do the topic session with me, paying it forward, the importance of mentorship. Great stuff again, what you're doing, and I wish you continued success.
Thank you. Anytime. Thank you so much. You as well. Lots of blessings. Mwah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for checking out this topic session. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Go get it.